Dear children, welcome to the class. Today we will read a short story, The Little Girl, prescribed in your textbook Beehive. This short story is based on the young life of Catherine Mansfield. Catherine Mansfield was born in Wellington, New Zealand in 1888. She is remembered for her short stories and poems. Some of her noble works are The Garden Party, A Dill Pickle, Mr. and Mrs. Dove, The Fly. Some consider her one of the best story writers of all time. Before stepping ahead towards the story, let's have a look at these pictures. What sort of gestures can you see in the pictures? Yes, we can see that everybody is happy in these pictures. Elders are happy because their children are happy, and children are happy because their elders are affectionate to them. So, this is the only desire of children, that they can seek affection and attention of the elders of their family. In elders, their utmost desire is just to give more and more happiness to the children of their family. Sometimes elders have to be rude to the children just for well-being of them, and this creates a sense of disheartenment and separation among the children. But this is wrong. This should not happen. Children should realize their mistake, and they should always keep in mind that their parents' utmost desire is just happiness of their children. This is a story about a little girl whose feelings for her father changed from fear to understanding. The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield. Now, the central theme. Central theme of story, we have seen in the pictures that children have natural attachment with their parents. They always desire to receive their love and affection. Sometimes the rude behavior of parents only develops a deep sense of separation among the children. However, even if parents are rude, but they still have only one desire, and that is they want to make their children successful. They work hard to make their children happy. Now there is a beginning of story where there is a girl named Kezia, and the whole story revolves around her only. Her father is a very successful businessman, but for the little girl, he is a figure to be feared and avoided. Before going home, before going to work, her father would come to her and he would give her a casual kiss. But when he went, Kezia would feel a great relief because she was afraid of her father. She rarely interacted with her father, and in the evening when he came home, she stood near the staircase and heard his loud voice in the hall. Kezia's mother would ask Kezia to be a good girl, to take off her father's shoes. When she would take off shoes, she would ask if she had been a good girl that day. But she was so terrified of him, she would stutter down due to fear. She, in fact, would try to speak, but she would hesitate due to fear. For Kezia, her father was like a giant, and generally on Sunday, her grandmother, she used to send her to her parents so that she can interact with them and she can understand her parents. But whenever she went over there, she just saw her father lying on sofa and her mother always busy with the books. One day, her grandmother came to her and told her that it was her father's birthday next week, and she suggested Kezia to make a pin cushion of yellow silk. So Kezia, she liked the idea and she started making the pin cushion. So she took some silk clothes and she stitched the three sides of the clothes, and now she started looking for the stuff to be filled in the cushion cover. She went to her mother's room and she saw piles of paper over there. She took them and tore those papers and stuffed into the pincushion and sewed up the fourth side. In the night, there was hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Everybody was searching for that. Suddenly, Kezia's mother, she went to Kezia's room and asked her if she had seen certain piles of papers. Kezia was innocent enough to say that she had torn them and stuffed into the cushion. She took her to her father, and father, he was full of anger, and he asked Kezia if she had done that. She wanted to say something, but nobody heard her, and he asked Kezia to hold out her hand. He beat her on her hands. He did so to teach her not to touch anything that didn't belong to her. Now, Kezia, she was in sadness and she was beaten on her hands, and her grandmother, she consoled her, but this episode left a big scar in her heart. The McDonalds lived next door to Kezia. He had 5 children and he used to play with his children. Kezia thought that there were different fathers. Some fathers were like McDonald's, who used to play with their kids, and some were like her father, who rarely had time for their kids. But she always felt jealous of those kids. One day, Kezia's mother fell ill. She had to be hospitalized. Kezia's grandmother was with her. Kezia was all alone with Alice, the cook, and she was scared of night. As she couldn't sleep alone, she usually had nightmares, and in those nightmares, the butcher with a knife and a rope came nearer, and this made her scared always, and she used to cry out in the night, "Grandma, Grandma," and she started weeping bitterly. And suddenly, after listening the screams of her, Kezia's father, he came to her and he asked her what was the matter. After hearing this, he took Kezia with him. Kezia's father lay down beside her. Kezia crept close to him. He asked Kezia to rub her feet against his leg to get them warm. Kezia felt a funny thing. She thought that father was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. Every day he had to work harder. He got too tired to be a Mr. McDonald, and she had torn up his writing. She stood. Father asked what was the matter. Kezia told him that her head was on his heart. She told him that he had a big heart. It was beating. Now, the Kezia had realized her mistake. She had realized that her father is so much affectionate to her, and her father is one of the best fathers of the world, and now she had realized the reality. Thus, the story ends happily. And now see a daughter and a cushion made by her father for her, and read the note written on it. Now, questions. Why was Kezia afraid of her father? Kezia was afraid of her father because he was strict. He stared at her and even gave her physical punishment. Instead of the love and affection Kezia sought from her father, he gave her scoldings which instilled a fear in her mind. Her father's giant structure also terrified little Kezia. Who were the people in Kezia's family? In Kezia's family, she had grandmother, father, and mother. What was Kezia's father's routine before going to his office? Before going to the office, Kezia's father would visit Kezia in her room, give her a kiss, and then leave for work in his carriage. After coming back from his office in the evening, Kezia's father would order that tea be brought for him in the drawing room. He would also order for his slippers and the newspapers in a loud voice. On Sunday afternoons, he would stretch out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, and would sleep soundly and snore. In what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to get to know her father better? Kezia's grandmother wanted Kezia to have a strong bond of love and affection with her parents. In order to develop that, she encouraged Kezia to go downstairs every Sunday afternoon to spend time with her parents and to get to know them better. Long answer questions. Kezia's efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. How did this happen? In this question, we have to describe that pin cushion episode. Kezia decides that there are different kinds of fathers. What kind of father was Mr. MacDonald and how was he different from Kezia's father? While reading story, we have compared both of them. MacDonald, he used to spend time with his kids, while Kezia's father, he was a businessman. He didn't have much time to be spent with his daughter, but still they both were affectionate but in different manners. How does Kezia begin to see her father as a human being who needs her sympathy? In this, we will describe the last episode when her mother got admitted in the hospital and how her father helped her. And this is the end of the chapter.